let me begin where I started, which is thanking you for joining us today and contributing. I took a lot of notes today. I'm still digesting, but just to rattle off a few. Matt, I'm more convinced than ever that we have to look at these bio-inspired systems. It was very, very clear. I mean, I could cite several instances in your work and the work of your colleagues, noise, et cetera, that really we can learn a lot from biology. Steve, I'm just thrilled to see HPC coming out of stockpile stewardship and starting to impact industry. And the overlay perfectly on your 6 areas is very exciting. And as I have talked to you privately, you have the skills to help us do this locked up in your labs. And I know you're trying to get those resources out. Lori, if she's still here, I don't know, she might have left. But if you listen carefully, she never used the word programming. She used the word training Watson, over and over and over. She did not buy a machine to run applications on and program. It's an entirely different world we're working on with systems like Watson. You also heard her talk constantly about outcomes, cost reduction, quality. Everything is targeted towards some outcome versus just building a bigger machine. Neil, I have to digest everything you said today, but I feel really good that I have 100 orders of magnitude headroom ahead of us. We're not bumping into a wall, but I think it's pretty clear from your work as well that von Neumann architecture will come to an end, needs to come to an end. We need to replace that with something dramatically different, perhaps bio-inspired. Just one comment to you, though. Thank God for mainframes and MIT, because they write our checks to both of us. And then they do have roles in life, good roles, at least for now. And the grand challenge, lots of good ideas here. Perhaps the greatest grand challenge, though, Jim, is asking for $1 billion to do formal proofs. You can join me in that presentation. Although I've come pretty close to that several times. Trust me, you'll get your money back. But in sort of wrapping up, the 3 things that I sort of take away is that there is tremendous legroom ahead in technology, and we're getting inspiration for new technologies from all different directions. That this is not coming to an end. We're not coming to the end of the world as we know it because Moore's law is struggling. There are some really disruptive things that we can do out there. Secondly, that everything we're doing now in systems, in computer science, relates very, very much to the business process or the individual consumer. They're no longer sort of separable. And as we advance technology, we have to be very aware of the use of that. Simple cases of introducing Watson into healthcare, we can blow that if we don't introduce it into the processes appropriately. And I think there's going to be some circular feedback learning in that. And then lastly, I'll just say that it's more evident to me than ever that in order to, whether it's solving grand challenges or implementing Watson, this is going to take incredible collaboration across the government, across industry, and across the academic community. The kinds of problems we talked about, the challenges that were laid out here, are just enormous. And even with a $6 billion R&D budget, there is no way that we can do the kinds of things that we talked about here today. So hopefully today was worthwhile for all of you. Hopefully it's the beginning or continuation, since we know literally all of you, continuation of a dialogue as we advance IT into the next century. Thank you again for joining us, and a safe trip back. Bill, thanks for hosting.